Hello. Today we're doing something rather interesting, I'd like to think. Um I was just reminded of this incredible form or like favorite Pokemon list out, and I haven't thought long and hard about what my favorite Pokemon are in a very long time. I do know preemptively that Flygon will make it at the very end. Spoiler alert, Flygon is my favorite Pokemon of all time. However, I'm like genuinely interested. So this is gonna take a while, so let's just get started. Normal type has to go Gen 1 Meowth. It's one of the most iconic Pokemon simply because of Team Rocket. I think if Team Rocket didn't have Meowth, it would be so much less entertaining. And for that, Meowth, number one Gen 1 Pokemon. As far as fire types go, I'm sorry, but Charizard is one of the fucking coolest Pokemon ever. And if you think otherwise, you're just trying to be a contrarian. I mean, actually, he's one of the coolest fire types ever. There are a lot of cool fire types, but I think Charizard is in the contentions. And is it because he's been given a lot of forms? Yes. That's how favoritism works. Water types. Oh, there's a lot of good water types. You see, I really like Krabby. I've just always been a fan of Crab Nation. I think Horsey is a very interesting Pokemon. I like his design. Vaporeon, I actually have a Vaporeon plush long before it became weird, like people wanted to fuck Vaporeon. However, I don't feel good putting Vaporeon on the list. And also, I don't feel as strongly towards it as I do with Krabby and Squirtle. Oh, Psyduck too. What an incredible... Gen 1 just has so many good water types. And Slowpoke. Incredible. I think I'm gonna put Krabby because I really like Krabby. It's a little in the anime is just I love Ash's Kingler, Krabby, whatever. All the grass types. No, you can't make me choose between Exeggutor, Bulbasaur, and Oddish. You can't, but it's Carl. It's my boy Carl. But like not by a huge margin. Like Bulbasaur and Exeggutor could very well be here. In fact, I want to put Exeggutor here. I'm gonna go ahead and put Exeggutor here because I really like the guy. Electric types. Oh, there's a lot of good electric types in Gen 1. Not a lot. It's close between Magnemite and Zapdos. Magnemite is a silly little guy and Zapdos is a big bird. Well, I like Magnezone more than Magnemite, but I like Magnemite more than Magneton. So I'm going to put Zapdos here because I think Zapdos is just overall very consistently cool. It's one of my favorite legendary birds. However, Moltres is my favorite. Oh, for that, I'm going to put Magnemite because Moltres is my favorite legendary bird. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put Moltres here. Ice types, love Lapras. I don't feel as strongly towards any of the other ones, but Lapras it's a very lovely Pokemon to look at. Fighting types, I love Annihilate. I love why can't I remember his name? It's not Annihilate. Its baby is Mankey. Primeape. Yeah, I love Primeape. The little episode where he was just beating up Ash the entire time is hilarious. Plus, it's a funny little monkey guy with no tail, and he's just a puffball. It's incredible. Poison types. Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot of good ones. Nidoking, Beedrill, got Tentacruel in the Gengar line. Muk2. Oh. My favorite poison type. Ekans is here too. Wow. You got Victory Bell. I think it's between Nidoking and like Tentacruel. Oh, the episode where you like rain terror. And I enjoy using Tentacruel. Like, I enjoy using Nidoking a lot. Like in competitive, there's something really satisfying about the fact that it's like its special attack stat is so low, yet it does so much damage. We got the Gen 1 ground types. It's pretty easily Rhydon for me. Cool dinosaur guy. I mean, fucking sick as hell. Bug types. Oh, Butterfree is the one Pokemon that actually like still makes me cry to this day. That one episode where Butterfree fucking left Ash for Hose. You real as fuck Butterfree. Rock types. I am a Kabutops enjoyer. It's very nice. Oh, ghost types. Okay, it's always been between Haunter and Gengar for me. Like, Haunter is cool and Gengar is silly. I think Gengar for the silly points, but it could very well be Haunter. And while we're here, gimmick form, I'm pretty sure it's Mega Gengar. I mean, come the fuck on. It has to be Gengar. Dragon types, there's limited options, but Dragonite is one of my favorite dragon types. However, the competition is very, very stacked. Like, while I'm in the headspace, like Flygon and Salamence, Latios, Lanios, and Rayquaza. Like, Gen 3 is stacked. Garchomp. I mean, up against, like, Noivern, and, like... There's just too many cool dragon types. To where, even if you aren't, like, one of my favorites, it's not that bad. And what the fuck is... What are these? The Substitute Doll? Yes, I enjoy the Substitute Doll. Steel types, the illusion of choice, but Magnemite is always going to be the silly guy in my heart. Fairy types didn't exist in Gen 1, but if I had to choose, I'd say Clefairy. I think it's a very interesting Pokemon in doubles, especially. How it like enables like your team to play in like two different modes, like hyper offense carry, but it also lets you play in like Trick Room, and I think mods like that are very, very cool. Obviously, like, competitive will play a huge factor because that's like it's the medium of Pokemon I consume the most. Favorite starter, I mean, do I just say Charizard? No, I went Bulbasaur to show here. Because I like Bulbasaur. So Bulbasaur will be here. And then my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon of all time. I mean, it has to be Meowth, right? Like, none of... Like, I love Dragonite. I love Carl so much. But none of them even scratch Meowth. I realized I didn't talk about Mewtwo, but the first movie solidified, like, the idea that Mewtwo is one of the strongest and most badass Pokemon in this series. We will never encounter someone with the same aura as Mewtwo. I think Rayquaza comes pretty close in terms of just, like, presence and strength. But Mewtwo will always feel like the strongest Pokemon, even though it isn't, by a long shot. But it's just... There's something about it, like, throwing around other Pokemon like toys. It's so fucking sick. They cooked with the early, like, generations. I think my enjoyment for Pokemon Legendary started to fall off around, like, Gen 5. Where I think it almost directly correlates with, like, game quality. And no game... The games never really improved or got, like, too much worse than the previous installments. But... like, movie quality. And the fact that I did get older. Normal types for Gen 2, let's go. Oh, Porygon 2 or Furret. Furret wins by a long shot. However, I think Porygon 2 is a silly little duck guy. So I'll mention him one time. Fire types for Gen 2. Okay, I have grown fond of Macargo as of late. I don't know what it is, but the silly little slug man is just... I think it is Cyndaquil as my favorite fire type. Is it? Yeah, it's Cyndaquil. I like a little Cyndaquil plush. He's cute. I love Typhlosion, but his design, his model just like killed him for me. Water types is so easily Wooper. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and and just, like, I don't know. Actually, yeah, I'm a hold on that. Grass types, my lovely child Babu. So silly, so simple-minded. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a huge fan of like the silly little guys with a mix of like the cool guys too. Like if you have spikes, you're instantly cool. Electric type, Ampharos, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I'd say he makes like the top 20 very easily, and then the top 10 I'd have to start second guessing myself. But he's really up there because he's just amazing. Look at him. Look at him. There's not very many ice types in Gen 2, but like Sneasel is up there. I think it's a very nice line, both competitively, just to look at, and I don't know. Fighting types is very easily Heracross. I love Heracross to death. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, top 10 very, very easily. Poison types, always been a fan of Crobat. Don't know why. Not too sure why, because I really don't like Zubat or Golbat. But there's something nice about Crobat. It feels like a Pokemon, but it also feels like, I don't know, like crazy. There's a lot of good ground. There's not a lot. There's a small handful of good ground types. It's between Donphan and Steelix for me. But I think it's Donphan. Just because of like, I use it a lot. Anytime I have like the chance in a playthrough to use Donphan, I usually will use Donphan. Unless I had a specific reason that I don't want to use Donphan. And that's usually because I use Donphan too much. Flying types. Oh, Skarmory is present. Skarmory fans rise up. I mean, Spikes, Roost, Toxic, Defog, incredible. Incredible mon. Psychic types are here, and Wobbuffet is also here. Same reason as Meowth, but less so. I feel less strongly towards it. But it's so funny every time it comes out of its Pokeball and does this little Wobbuffet salute, and then everyone dies. He's awesome. Bug types are here, and Scizor is an option. In fact, it's not a question of what my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon is. Scizor for a long time has been my favorite Pokemon. However, in recent years, Flygon has easily like overtaken it. But it's still like an ongoing battle within myself. Rock types, I need Macargo to show up on this list at least one time. I'm not going to put Misdreavus because I don't like Misdreavus, so I'm going to leave this slot empty. Dragon, oh, Kingdra is the only option, but it's a very good only option. It's such an improvement on the original Horsea and like Seadra design. It just, there's something really fun about using it, and it's really strictly tied to the whole reef like seahorse design. It's awesome. Dark types, Tyranitar. It's one of the coolest pseudos like to ever be introduced, I think. Fairy types, I don't much like any of the fairy types, but if I had to choose, I'd say it's like probably Marill. It's a little silly ball guy. Starters, it's like Cyndaquil, love it. It's a cute little guy. Gimmick form, ooh, I think it has to go to Mega Tyranitar, right? Because I think Mega Tyranitar is the fucking coolest. Oh, Steelix. Oh, I just looked at Mega Steelix and holy fucking shit. That's cool. Little, like, Steelix with spikes, like, extruding and little shards floating around. That's cool, man. Legendary, got Celebi there. Little Onion Fairy. Love it. Normal types for Gen 3. You know, I don't feel very strongly towards any of the normal types. So I'm actually going to leave this slot empty. Like, of the generations, I think 3 is the only one with, like, huge misses as far as normal types go. What the, is that that's a human. Anyways, Blaziken is here. Blaziken is awesome. Really any member of the starter line beyond Blaziken could be here. I love Mudkip. I love Swampert. I love Marshtomp. Marshtomp is actually, yeah, I love how much of like a standing weirdo he is. He's always like, I've always been gravitated towards Marshtomp a lot more than Swampert. However, Swampert is still one of like my favorite Pokemon. I was a Mudkip kid. Actually, no, I was a Blaziken kid. I thought for the longest time I was a Mudkip kid. No, I chose Mudkip and Omega Ruby. Not my original copy of Ruby. I chose Blaziken in that. And then Sceptile, I think the entire Sceptile line is so sick. Like, little gecko, and then has one of the only, like, cool-looking middle stages. Manectric. I'm also a Plusle fan. However, Minun is more happy than Minun, so I'm gonna put Plusle here. Ice types, Spheal is the cutest thing to ever walk this earth, and if anyone hurts Spheal, I'm gonna hurt you. Oh, finally, Breloom can show up. I love the mushroom guy. I love using him. He's awesome. I had one in Ruby and I named him Onion, and he carried me far. I don't like any of the Gen 3 poison types that much. Like, Seviper, I like it, but I don't love it. You know, so I'm just gonna leave that blank. Oh, I can put Flygon here. However, Groudon is also a very cool Pokemon. On the topic, I think Kyogre is a more well-designed Pokemon, but Groudon is cool. It's a giant round kaiju. How could you not love it? But Flygon is my favorite Pokemon of all time, so I'm gonna put Flygon twice. Favorite flying type. I don't know why Shadow Lugia is here, but it's really just between Salamence and Rayquaza to me. I love Salamence just in playthroughs. Yeah, I only like... This is hard. This is really hard, actually. Salamence or Rayquaza? Wow. Incredibly difficult. I'm gonna put Rayquaza, but just know that like these two could be interchanged. I love them a lot. Oh, psychic types. Metagross is a possible answer, so Metagross will be here. Fucking, they hit the nail on the head with the Gen 3 pseudos. They're awesome. And like, it's not even like Metagross wins because like the options are shit. You have like Latios and Latias and Jirachi. I love Jirachi so much. He's just a little guy. And then you got like the Deoxys forms. The psychic type competition is very steep. And yet Metagross somehow ekes out. Like, Deoxys had its own cool movie where it just fought Rayquaza. That was cool. And yet Metagross beats it out. Because it's a cool robot spider computer thing. Over here, gimmick forms. I'm sorry, but Mega Metagross is cool as hell. However, I was actually looking at it and forgot Mega Rayquaza was a Pokemon. What the fuck? Over here, the design blend of so many different elements to create Kyogre makes them one of the most, to me, intriguing Pokemon out there. It's so much wrapped into one bundle so well. It's so nice. It's so cool. Bug types, I think it's very, very easily Armaldo for me. He's got a goofy little silly design, so instant points. I love using him in battles. Like, he sucks, but I ignore that fact. I enjoyed his utility moveset, especially in Gen 3. Like, I still play that format. I try to use Armaldo, just out of excuse. Rock types, I see Aggron and I click on Aggron. He should have been a pseudo. I know we have so many pseudos, but imagine Aggron with like 70 more base stat points, just in attack, just to ruin everything. Holy god. And like I said, make a kaiju monster and I'm an instant fan. Ghost types, I'm not really too much of a fan of any of the ghost types, really. I think Sableye is fine, but I don't love it. I think I do like Bayonet. So I'm gonna put Bayonet. I was gonna say not a lot, but I do enjoy its design. I think it's very creative. I think it's creepy, which is like bonus points. It's awesome. Gen 3 dark types. It's between Mr. Crawford and Absol. However, I just love Crawford more than Absol. It's as simple as that. Steel types. Again, I think Metagross is like perfection. Jirachi would make the list, but Metagross is an available choice. Fairy types. I do love Gardevoir. Gardevoir's design is so nice. Like, I know now, like, the thing is, like, weird, like, you want to fuck Gardevoir. I don't want to fuck the Pokemon. I just like its design. I think it's elegant. Favorite starter is easily Mudkip, and it's not even close. It's kind of close between Mudkip and Sceptile, but I just love Mudkip more. And then favorite Gen 3 Pokemon, it's Flygon. Spoiler alert, Flygon will be my #1 favorite Pokemon. Okay, on to the Gen. Oh, God. This is actually difficult. Wait, does Arceus show up every time? No, he doesn't. Does Arceus show up? Okay. I thought it'd be really funny if it was just, like, different Arceus plates. Oh, okay. Arceus's lore goes hard. Regigigas, I love the goofy little guy, the shit ability. Anytime he gets working, I just get so hyped. I love seeing Regigigas do big numbers. Porygon Z is glitchy, love it. Licky Tongue, or Licky, whatever his name is so cute. Look at him. Look at his little face. He has a big tongue. He has a little bib. It's awesome. And Staraptor, emo bird. Incredible. I hate Ambipom and I hate Bidoof just because of the memes. They got really annoying really fast. Lopunny's nice, but makes me really uncomfortable. The people who like Lopunny. For me, it's between Regigigas and Arceus. If I had to have one Pokemon for the rest of my life, I think it would be Reggie. Like, if one had to be removed, I think I'm okay with Arceus being removed because the idea of, like, God not being seen is pretty cool. Fire types, no, you can't. Oven Form, Rotom, Heatran, and Infernape? I think the anime sold me on Infernape. However, I do love Heatran a lot. He's a cute frog. Cute frog. Awesome. Oh my god. And of course the steel types are stacked this generation. So I can't even like easily say. No! Gastrodon and Empoleon in the same little ball. God. Like it's Gastrodon, but God, I'm sorry, Empoleon. You just like got destroyed by Buizel. No, my child. I love this guy so much. He's so cute. Wait. Buizel. Look at him. Look at him. Look. Oh my god, he's so cute. Ah! I just want to like hug him. Alright, we got grass types. Luckily, this is a little bit nicer on me, because Torterra is just such a cool Pokemon compared to everyone else. Electric types, it goes to Rotom, but which Rotom form? And why is it Fan? Because Fan is goofy. However, I like all the Rotoms, so I'm gonna put Rotom here. He's just happy. He's cute. I like his gimmick where he like becomes different household appliances, and I like how in the Pokemon world he's just like everything at this point. Weavile or Mamoswine? Mamoswine feels more like a Pokemon to me. Like every time I use Mamoswine, I get excited because it does big numbers and it's very satisfying to me. I think Weavile, I got kind of annoyed with Weavile, especially because of Gen 8, where it would just it felt like there's no way to counter Weavile because no matter what, it always gets progress. It either KOs what's in front of it or knocks off like your boots and just hinders your Pokemon or knocks off like a Scarf or whatever. Oh, Toxicroak time. I don't see enough people talking about Toxicroak. It, like, of course a poisonous frog would be a Pokemon, and of course it would look cool. It's a little like stinger middle fingers. Incredible design. Got a little fake mustache too. It's awesome, and I think it's good in Pokemon Go. I can put Drapey on, so I get excited. I mean, it's a cool book. It's a cool little bug. Ooh, I can finally put Gastrodon, so I'm gonna put Gastrodon while I still can. Squishy, my beloved. I love you. It's between Gliscor and Mega for me. You see, I love Gliscor's design, and I love his like little personality in the anime, but there's something that really excites me whenever I can use Mega, click Toy Specs Bug Buzz, and kill all resisted targets. I think Gliscor goes here. No, I think Mega should go there. I love Mega. Psychic types, you got... These Pokemon are not real. Not a single VGC result ever. Really? I'm gonna put Gallade. I enjoy Gallade. Not too strong about it, but you know. Yeah, a Psychic type must go there, and I do love Gallade. I can put Mario, or I can put Rhyperior, which is just, what if we made Aggron or Rhyperior cooler? Or Rhydon cooler, sorry. Ghost type competition. Giratina, Lord of the Underworld. Dusknoir is very cool. Dusknoir is sick. I think it is the greatest improvement ever. Went from this weird little mummy thing to this guy. And I think the fact that he was held in OU simply because people thought his design was cool is like it speaks volumes. Must I say anything? Garchomp is like fucking sick. One of the coolest Pokemon ever. I am saddened that it's like shit this generation. Or not shit, but like no longer at the forefront of the meta. Dark types, hello Weavile, your time to return has come. Empoleon, yeah, no, I need Empoleon to show up because I do love Empoleon a lot. I think Gen 4 and Gen 3 really hit the nail on the head with starters. I don't necessarily like any of these Pokemon, so I'm gonna just leave it blank. And then it's Infernape, but it's not too far ahead of Torterra, so I'm gonna put Torterra. Simply because I want to make a statement, and I want, as long as my list can look unique, I feel validated. Favorite gimmick form? Not too fond of any of these, honestly. However, if I had to choose one, I would not choose any. Favorite legendary? I mean, it's gotta go to Arceus, right? I mean, it just gotta go to Arceus. And then my favorite Pokemon from Gen 3 is either Weasel or Toxicroak. Weasel, Toxicroak, or Rotom. I'm gonna put Weasel. I love Weasel. He's such a little guy. Okay, on to normal types, and Meloetta is available. I love Meloetta. She's gorgeous. Hatsune Miku as a Pokemon. What a great idea. Victini is available, and Victory. V is for Victory. V is for Victini. There's a lot of mythicals that could easily go here. Do I just put Keldeo? Do I just let my first 3 slots be mythicals and legendaries? I think I should. I do like Keldeo's design. My Little Pony. Just what a great idea. Oh wait, Palpitoad. Fucking, I forgot Palpitoad existed. Actually, Palpitoad is the goofiest guy ever. I popped off as a kid anytime Palpitoad would appear. Whimsicott! Yay! Finally, Whimsicott can appear, and it can appear twice by force. Incredible. Oh my god. Okay, so Joltik or Zekrom. I've never liked Zebstrika. I don't know what people see in it. Actually, I can see what people see in it. It's just not for me. I think Electros is a little, I don't know. I get annoyed by like the Electros fans. Same as the Stunfisk fans. They're just, I don't know, not enjoyable to be around. Zekrom or Joltik? Joltik is cute. Zekrom is badass as fuck. I'm gonna put Joltik because so far we need to continue the little guideline. And I think I do enjoy Joltik a lot more. Kyurem is available. Kyurem is one of the coolest designs for the ice types. And like his black and white form are both equally cool to me. I think its black form is a little goofy in the face, and I think the white form is a little goofy just in his stature, but they're both like very solid. Fighting types in the generation of fighting types, tons of solid picks. Conkeldurr is not my favorite, but I could see why someone likes Conkeldurr. Scrafty and Scraggy are amazing, love them a lot. Mienshao is great. The My Little Pony gang, the Meloetta boxing form, and this guy especially is incredible. If I had to choose one, I'd say Scrafty. I really love using Scrafty in Gen 5 VGC especially. It's so novel. The idea that I can intimidate and fake out someone in the same slot. What an incredible pick. Because now I have two options. I can use my Landorus and intimidate my foe, and get big damage, or use Scrafty and intimidate my foe and get big support. It's amazing. It's incredible. I'm glad that they kept the intimidate fake out support in like a mon with obvious downsides. I think it's great plating. Oh my god, are you guys fans of Scolipede? I don't see enough Scolipede fans around, but like, of course a creepy bug would be an awesome Pokemon, right? I mean, of course. Got Landorus, Theory, and a Crocodile. Or Excadrill. I do like me an Excadrill. I do like Excadrill a lot, actually. Golurk is also absolutely awesome. If you were to say, I don't think you can miss with any of these ground types, except for Stunfisk. All of these are solid. All of these are amazing. I'm going to put Excadrill simply because I like Excadrill a lot more. I have an Excadrill plush sitting on my bed right now. Flying types, bunch of solid picks. I think Unfezant is a big sleeper. Sigilif is awesome. Archeops is... It's amazing because I was introduced to it in Gen 5. If I was introduced to it in like Gen 6, I think it's the goofiest shit ever. Like, actually fucking stupid. Braviary and Mandibuzz are great. And the Genies are awesome. If I'm purely competitive, I think Landorus just holds a special place in my heart. Like, I always want Landorus to be good. Simply because he's, like, the cornerstone of VGC. But Sigilif is, like, one of the coolest designs of a Pokemon. Of a Psychic Pokemon, sorry. Like, seeing, like... that's Zatu, sorry. But it... like, it's all, like, unknown vibes. There's something about its, like, design that's so cool to me. Maybe it's the fact that it's, like, a weirdo. I got my boy Reuniclus. He's a little gummy bear. It's awesome. Genesect or Volcarona? Ooh. Okay, Genesect is one of my favorite Pokemon. But Volcarona has recently really grown on me. Leavanny too. Oh god. Why are there so many good bugs? Leavanny, Scolipede, even Crustle. I can see. Oh god, why are so many Gen 5 ones solid? Like so solid too. But I was gravitated towards Volcarona initially, so I'm gonna put Volcarona. I think I should trust my gut. Especially because I can put Dweeble here now, or Archeops, or Archen. Oh, Caracosta. Not enough people talk about Caracosta. Although he feels like diet Blastoise to me. So I'm gonna actually remove him. But Roggenrola. Holy crap. So, little backstory. me and a friend were like, I was watching a friend play Pokemon Black and White, do a run through, and we thought it'd be really funny if we spelled rock and roll as a name backwards. This is not a naming convention. Like this was not established before, but it's very funny because it says something that is like not okay to say, and it's awesome. Ghost types between Golurk and Chandelure. Yeah. That's not a Pokemon. That is a fake Pokemon. I've never seen that guy a day in my life. I'll put Chandelure. I think it's one of the very few ghost types that actually enter the conversation whenever I'm talking about like favorite ghost types. Right? It burns your soul. Fire Chandelier, incredible, immaculate. Dragon types. Hydreigon, Zekrom. Oh, Hydreigon. I was a Gen 6 UU enjoyer, and Hydreigon always felt like it's always been the UU Pokemon. If you need a solid, consistent Pokemon, it's always Hydreigon. And something really like interesting about its like design concept, where it's like a mon that's always enraged, that like grows two heads that are always like bickering with each other, and then two of the I don't actually know where the third head comes from, but one of the heads die, and that's menacing. On to dark types. Always a lover of Bisharp. I think King Gambit, foreshadowing mild, is like one of the most perfect Pokemon ever introduced. Like really. Steel types, Genesect, or Ferrothorn. I am an OU enjoyer. I think Ferrothorn will always hold a special place in my heart. I always want Ferrothorn to be good. My favorite starter is the Samurott line. It's barely even close. I don't know. Superior is very, very nice, and I do love Emboar. However, I think Samurott generally is my favorite line. Favorite gimmick form. Oh, I guess I can now mention the Mechmons. I don't know what this guy's deal is. I don't know what this guy's deal is either. He looks cool. However, Mech-Titar, I mean, they created a Pokemon because Mecha Tyranitar was like so cool, right? I'm gonna put normal Mech Tyranitar, that way I know what I'm talking about. Favorite legendary Pokemon? Is it Kyurem or Meloetta? I think it's Kyurem. I like Meloetta's design, but not really the lore behind it. I think Kyurem's lore is a little bit more interesting and opens itself up to like actually decent Pokemon games. Which is Copium, of course, but my favorite Pokemon from Generation 4 is Whimsicott. It's really not close. I get so happy whenever I see Whimsicott. It's like it's friend shaped. It's got the friend smile. It's incredible. Gen 6 normal types is the most bland selection. I'm not going to choose a Mega. That feels like cheating. It's very easily Heliolisk. It's cool. Like I'm a fan of lizards, and so to see like a little like just a lizard Pokemon. He really is just a lizard. Fire types. It's between Delphox and it's between Delphox and Talonflame. I think I like Delphox's like rogue status a lot more than Talonflame's bird status. Greninja's gonna be here, and Chestnut, the first time all three starters have appeared in their final form, ignoring Generation 3, technically. I just think the starters are generally solid. Like, Chestnut is not talked about enough as like a top Pokemon, and only furries talk about Delphox, and I think this needs to change. Favorite electric type, generally none of these stick out to me. Like, Heliolisk is here, but the electric types don't stick out to me very much. In fact, I'm going to remove this, just so people can know my disdain towards. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put Heliolisk Heliolisk here, and just leave electric type empty. Amora, friend. Any Pokemon that is a friend is an instant favorite. Fighting types. I love Hawlucha. I love it in the anime. He lost a lot, but it's okay. Dragalge is the only option, but Dragalge is a great option to have. Really, wait, is the only Gen... Wow. Gen 6 is really, really barren. At least I can choose Zygarde. That's awesome. Dear God. Yveltal or Noivern? Oh, sorry. I said Noivern and remembered how amazing Noivern is. The fact that he's got no love, really, in terms of like his battle prowess, yet is loved by so many people, like says a lot. Like I know most people's favorite Pokemon is like complete dog shit and competitive. Hoping that Flygon is good in you. But like a Wyvern boombox bat creature, amazing. He's a great amalgamation. In the same vein of like Metagross is a great amalgamation of just ideas, or Kingdra is a great amalgamation of ideas. It's awesome. I love these weirdo Pokemon. Favorite psychic type. I like Esper. Esper looks like it's seen some shit and is afraid to say anything. I can put Spupa as my only option, and I do think Spupa is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna put Spupa. I did actually low-key kind of enjoy the Diancie movie. I did see it as a little kid, but there's something awesome about it. And I'm gonna put Diancie's Slate Queen sprite. Ooh, do I like Trevenant or Aegislash more? Trevenant, there's just something like crazy about it. I think it's cool whenever like the ghost types are just like dark and evil. However, it does get like used a lot. Like at this point, just assume that a ghost type's gonna steal your soul and kill you or whatever. But like, damn, Haunted Dead Tree, incredible, immaculate. Goodra fans rise up. Unfortunately, Goodra is shit. Also notice that all the dragon type pseudo legendaries have appeared. Well, I lied. Literally in the same breath lied. There is no Salamence. I'm sorry. Favorite dark type. Yveltal is visually very cool. Wow, there's a lot of fairy types actually. However, Sylveon wins because Sylveon is cute and Sylveon's colors are nice, pleasant to look at. Aegislash is the only option for steel types. However, it is. I mean, I think it's the only other ghost type. No, it's not, but it's the only other good ghost type. Favorite Mega Form. Whew. I think that the key to a good Mega Form is how much does it improve upon the base design, right? And so I look for a Mega Form that like changes a lot. So for example, I think Charizard Y is a shit Mega Form because visually it doesn't change a lot, and like dynamic wise it doesn't change a lot. Same vein as like Scizor, Tyranitar, Blaziken, where it's just the Pokemon with more stats and like some cool flames. I think my top Mega Forms are Bayonet. I like the Primals a lot. I like Garchomp. I think Gengar is interesting. However, my favorite Mega Form of all of these is Pinsir, because in its Pokedex it says like it Mega Evolving makes it so happy it like starts flying all over the place because all he most wanted to do is fly, and I think that's so adorable. Like the little menacing like, bug is like a little softy on the inside. That's awesome. Thank you for being cool, Pinsir. Favorite starter, Chespin. Look at my little man. He's so tall, so proud. The guy who owned him was very annoying, but we'll ignore that. Favorite legendary I mean, it's the Power Ranger Megazord. I'm not gonna cheat and put Shadow Mewtwo. However, like Xerneas and Yveltal, their movie was pretty good. But like the Lysander fight versus like Zygarde. There's a reason why people say that X and Y Z was like the pinnacle of Pokemon anime, as far as that's concerned. It's just so awesome. And my favorite Gen 6 Pokemon, for me, it's between Zygarde for the movie, Trevenant for its overall just like design, and Amura because it's friend shaped. I think easily friend shape is knocked out. It's between Trevenant and Zygarde. I'm gonna put Zygarde. No. Am I? Am I really? I'm gonna put Trevenant because technically I only like Zygarde in terms of like I only like like if you were to swap Zygarde out for just like any other Pokemon, I would not even care. Right. It's just like that. Alola, there's gonna be a lot of easy ones, and a lot of them are gonna be tied to the anime because the anime just like was so awesome. I think Alola was like peak. Beware because of the anime, lovely. However, Oranguru is very cool. Silvally is cool design wise, and I think Drampa is underrated a lot. Fire types between Marowak and Incineroar. However, I like the VGC cat a lot. I want to see the VGC cat succeed. But Cephalon is also a very interesting one. It's like one of those weirdo mons that I don't like. There's just something like off about it that it's like uncanny almost. And I know that's the point, but I don't know. It's really off-putting. Like where does his head start? Water types. It's between Primarina and Tapu Fini. No, that's a lie. It's between Araquanid, Golisopod, Tapu Fini, Primarina, and Toxapex to an extent. I mean, what can I say? There's a lot of good water types. I think the bugs are so nice. I'm gonna save. I like Tapu Fini a lot. However, I think it's more of a statement if I debate which Tapu is my favorite. So I'm gonna ignore that and just say Golisopod because the Guzma fight radiated it. The Guzma fight with Golisopod versus the Primarina was insane levels of disrespect, and I was like, damn. Grass types, between for me it's Serena, Exeggutor, and Rowlet. However, Rowlet is a little goofy guy, so Rowlet will be here. I mean, he's sleepy. He's amazing. Electric types. Okay, not my favorite, but Zero Aura is where the mythical started becoming less of these cool Pokemon with an interesting backstory behind them, and more of just like a rare little go to GameStop and get this. And it's so fucking boring. Like, I don't want to watch your shit movie. And then there's nothing that ties to Zero Aura. Like, at least like Gen 6 and Gen 7 tried to create like some lore behind like Magearna and like Volcanion and stuff, but they didn't even try with Zero Aura. Like, there's nothing about Zero Aura that even feels like a Pokemon, like, at all. Anyways, with that being said, Vikavolt is sick as fuck. They cooked with the bug types in Gen 7. They're very awesome. Ice types, I love Vulpix. It's so cute. It's a little fox guy. It's awesome. It's an adorable Pokemon. Fighting types. For me, it's between Komo and Buzzwole. However, Komo is just, I don't know. It feels like they were trying to create an interesting Pokemon before just creating like Muscle Bug. I like its details. I like the fact that it has like a lot of like pandering towards it. It's kind of like Charizard in that way. Alolan Muck is available. I love Alolan Muck. I don't know what it is, but like its colors are gorgeous. Its typing is incredible. And just like using it fills me with excitement. Ground types. I mean, Mudsdale and Palisand are the only two real ground types. but I love the sandcastle. It consumes souls, which is kind of boring. Like, I don't like how every ghost type just has to, like, suck your soul out of your body and then kill you. I don't like that. Psychic types. Wait, what? Oh, flying types, sorry. Really what Oricorio form is my favorite. And it's Pom Pom. Pom Pom is so happy, it's so cheery, it's a little cheerleader. We should all be like Oricorio, Pom Pom, just be happy all the time. Psychic types, aka which Cosmo evolution is my favorite? Which Cosmo evolution is my favorite? I think Lunala is just so pretty. Its design is just so clean, but I would not even judge you if you said Solgaleo was your favorite, because Solgaleo is also very awesome. But it's satisfying to fly on like the back of Lunala in the Ultra Warp Hole, if you know what I'm talking about. That's awesome. Bug types. Okay, there's something really awesome in the simplicity of Araquanid. It is just a water spider, a water bug. And yet, actually, I think it's not technically a spider, because I think it has 3 legs, so it's just a water bug. But holy fucking shit, you did not have to make one of the coolest Pokemon ever. Hang on, let me... I mean, come on! And then his cutscene in the Ultra Games, yeah, the Ultra Games, where just like appeared, shivering in my timbers. Look at this thing's shiny. I mean, come on. There's no need to go this crazy for just a random bug. I don't know why Buzzwole's here. Get out of here. Rock types, aka which Lycanroc form is my favorite, and I think it's everyone's form favorite. I like, however, okay, hear me out. I think Nihilego is a very cool Pokemon. Like it's weird. It gives off like Ultra Beast vibes, but it still feels like it could be a Pokemon. I like its like story with Lucamine. I think it's like really cool how you like pick up on bits and pieces like Lily's design, like dresses like that only because her mother like wants to fuck Nihilego or whatever like she was wanting. Like she wanted to get freaky with that Nihilego. So yeah, unfortunately Lycanroc just isn't as cool. Stakataka is awesome as well. Like I don't think you could go wrong with any of these Pokemon. And I am a mini enjoyer as well. I never brought it up like in the Oricorio thing, but like little fun little guy. Ghost types, I think Alolan Marowak is a cool design. However, Mimikyu, just like every part about it is amazing. It's Pokemon acknowledging the fact that Pikachu is their favorite, and of course, in the world where Pikachu is #1, there would be a Pokemon that gets jealous. Like, I don't mean to sound rude, but there's a lot of hideous Pokemon. And I think personally, if Mimikyu under its disguise wasn't disguising itself because it kills you if you look at it, it was disguising itself because it doesn't like to be seen, because it thinks that it's like so much less appealing than Pikachu. If that was the case, I think Mimikyu would be one of the most perfect Pokemon ever written. However, it's not, and it's a ghost type. If you look at it, it steals your soul and kills you. Of course, awesome. But even then, like, Mimikyu's great. Dragon types. Why is Ultra Necrozma here? Like, it's not, it's Exeggutor Alola, but why is Ultra Necrozma here? Dark types. I think it's Alolan Muk. There's just something about Alolan Muk that gravitates me really closely towards it. I don't know what. However, VGC Cat is also very cool. In fact, VGC Cat must make an appearance again. Steel types, very solid steel types. I love Magearna. However, Melmetal is just such a... Like, I love this mon. I don't know why. The day it came out, I just ran around collecting the Pokemon Go boxes so I could have this guy. The fact that it's Double Iron Bash is literally a plane and your oncoming Pokemon is a tower. It's not gonna work out. It never works out. It always dies instantly. It's awesome. Fairy types. Now I can finally talk about the Tapus. Okay, first out very easily, Tapu Bulu. He just is not appealing to me, I guess. And his whole, like, these are meant to be island guardians, but he's like, fuck off, I don't want to interact with any of you, I'm gonna go hide in a desert now. Like, come on, bro. You couldn't even, like, help out your island? No. He destroyed the town for no reason. Like, what are you doing? Help the people. And now it's really a toss-up between Tapu Koko, Lele, and Feeny. However, I will say Koko was a lot more influential and was a lot more memorable because of his appearances in like the games and the anime. Like him saving you solidified him as like instantly cool, and they knew what they were doing whenever the Ultra Beast started attacking and they had Tapu Koko up here first. They knew what they were doing. He's just awesome. Plus he's an electric type. Amazing. Favorite gimmick form. Okay, so I guess he's asking favorite Alolan form. I think design-wise, it's between Alolan Marowak and Alolan Raichu. I love Pancake Pikachu. It's very cute. But Alolan Marowak just is like its little game was very goofy, very silly. Plus, like Kiawe is just a memorable character to me. But Alolan Marowak has the benefit that Alolan Raichu doesn't, of being the main Pokemon of a character that appears a lot. And same thing for Vulpix, but I like Vulpix because it's Vulpix and not necessarily like as a form, I guess. Favorite legendary Pokemon. I'm gonna give it to Necrozma because Necrozma led for the most interesting and fun boss battle. I think its whole thing where like just killed an entire world really does build up a little bit of tension. Unfortunately, they did nothing with that because it's a Pokemon game, and they legally cannot have a good game for the life of them. And then favorite Alolan Pokemon, I mentioned it a lot. I talked about it so much. It's Mimikyu. It's Mimikyu. It's so close to being the perfect Pokemon in terms of like writing. Normal types in Gen 8. I don't like that Hisuian Pokemon in here, but we'll cope with that. Obstagoon is one of my favorite Pokemon in Gen 8. It's not in Gen 8, sorry, but it's a really solid Pokemon. Like for a Zigzagoon evolution, like Edgy Badger, awesome, and plus it was like owned by the coolest gym, just no Dynamax, just pure hands. Unfortunately, the leader was shit at the game. I'm going to ignore Gigantamax forms because otherwise Charizard would take up 3 slots, sorry. And just rank these Pokemon. I think Growlithe is very cute, but I used the Coleman and the Fire Lizard, and the Fire Lizard is just design-wise so cool. Little mustache firebug, amazing, incredible. Favorite water type has to go to Mr. Fish. Silly, goofy. I mean, it's iconic. It's favorite Pokemon by Wolfie. I just love my Fishman. My starter was actually Rillaboom. I chose Rillaboom because I love the design of Grookey. I have 2 Grookey memorabilia. I have a Grookey plush about the size of like my bigger than my hand, much bigger than my hand. And then I have a Grookey keychain. I have a lot of Grookey memorabilia, so go figure that Grookey is my favorite. Electric types. It is Toxtricity, but I'm wondering if I like Regieleki enough. to put a tier in toxicity. No, I do not. I do not. In fact, spoiler alert. Oh wait, never mind. I just blindsided. Well, since we're here, who is my favorite poison type? Okay, it's between Eternatus for the cutscene and the lore, but it's a given. Go figure. The legendary Pokemon has a lot of lore. Slowbro for its funny mechanic, or Galarian Weezing because it's a very funny Pokemon to look at. I think it goes to Slowbro. It's just, I mean, there's something charming about Slowbro's stupidity, and there's something extra charming about the fact that it moves first half the time. It's very funny. Favorite ice type. There's a lot of stacked ice types, I will say that. Frostmoth is amazing. Snom is incredible. The little guy with a cold is also very cool. The horse is funny. I am a fan of the QT Pokemon. However, I like the guy with the cold. He looks like he needs to blow his nose. I want to give him a tissue. Fighting types. Zamazenta is here, so it's Urshifu is also here. Lilligant Hisuian is here. Ooh, Lilligant Hisuian. I love Hisuian Lilligant's design. It's so pretty. They did not need to go this hard with Hisuian Lilligant, yet they did. Phalanx is here too. No, don't make me do this. But okay, I'll put Phalanx because I love Phalanx so much. Why is it's just an army of guys just there, and then they decided to give it the coolest signature move, or the coolest move animation ever. They just enter an island and set it on fire. Amazing, incredible. Thank you, Phalanx. Sandaconda is available. I must choose Sandaconda, my goat. I actually did choose Corviknight, unlike my OG squad, because Rookidee was like, it reminded me of Wolverine, and its entire evolution line is very solid. I'm choosing the friend. Go figure. My favorite Pokemon are of us, or my easy picks are of a specific color scheme. Wow, that's incredible. Favorite bug type, it goes to the mustache bug. He's truly amazing. Favorite rock type. When Cleaver was introduced, I popped off. It's just sided with more spikes, but it's awesome. Favorite ghost type. Does it easily go to Dragapult? It goes to Dragapult, but does it easily? I think Hisuian Typhlosion is a very, very solid design. However, it's not better than Dragapult. I think the Teacup is very funny. I think Hisuian Zorua is very cute. However, it's not better than Dragapult. It's not better than Dreepy. It is better than Dracloak. Favorite dragon types. Okay, go figure the dragon type is stacked. I think it's been stacked for every single generation, ever. Yes. However, I love the apple guy. The baked apple pie. Incredible. Who at Game Freak thought, let's make an apple pie Pokemon? Thank you, whoever did that, by the way. And it's not even like the competition is not there. You have Mr. Fish, the Tower, Dragapult, and I don't want to repeat them. Great. Eternatus, Regidrago, just silly little dragon guy, and then Origin Form, Dialga, and Palkia. I love Dialga. It's an awesome Pokemon. However, there's something really charming about Appleton that I love. I love him. Favorite dark type. How easily does it go to Urshifu? I think pretty easily. Very convincingly too. The first paid Pokemon they made look cool as fuck. Incredible. Thank you, Game Freak. Favorite steel type. I mentioned it before. I do love Origin Form Dialga. I think it's awesome. However, if we're not including forms, does it go to? Why does it have both of the dogs in their move animation? I'll put origin form Dialga here. Favorite fairy type, I do like Zacian a lot. I like Alchemy as well. I think Alchemy is very, very cute. I love that the fact that it has like 1,000 evolution methods for no reason. So I'll put Alchemy. I will budge. Just no Grimmsnarl and Hatterene could also be here. I do like them a lot. I just don't like them as much as Alchemy. Favorite starter Pokemon, it's the only starter Pokemon that appears on this list. However, I do think that they're like underrated. Like they're overhated. They're not the worst. They're not terrible. James Bond as a lizard is like funny. How could you not love that? Okay, now favorite Gigantamax form. For me, it's between Grimmsnarl, Giant Superman, and Urshifu's Shingle Strike. I think the Toxtricity sprite is done a little dirty, but it's also could very easily be up here. However, Grimmsnarl is just like so sick. Oh, but the Master Hand. The Master Hand. Does the Master Hand make it? I think the Master Hand makes it. Sorry, guys. No. Well, the fact that I'm going between it makes me think that it's the right choice. It's the right choice, guys. I swear. Then favorite legendary, it's the dogs. It's both the dogs. I love dogs. But if I had to choose, Zacian or Zamazenta, there's something really goofy about a dog with a sword being one of the best strictly sword fighting. Being one of the best sword fighters in fiction. Not the strongest, but the most skilled in lore. And that's hilarious. So, congratulations, Zacian. I'm gonna give you in the middle of using your big sword move. Then my favorite Generation 8 Pokemon is who? Is it Grookey? Or is it whoa, Dragapult is my favorite. Incredible. I have its Pokemon card. For a like cute little Dreepy. It's so funny that it like shoots little darts out, and I just like using it. Like in competitive, I use it in doubles. I use it in singles. I use it on my in-game team. I didn't use Appleton in my in-game team at all. It just grew on me. However, Dragapult, I just like, if I could only get or save one Pokemon from Generation 8, it would be Dragapult. I think it's awesome. Okay, Gen 9. Okay, let me look at the normal types. You got these are not in contention. These are not in contention. I don't like them. The Doodle guy! Oh my god, I love this guy so much. He's got like paint all over. And I saw him in the trailer and I was like, holy crap. This is amazing. Prankster, little silly, oh my god, I love him. Okay, we got fire types. Sarilege or Christopher Yusuf? Funny fish or cool edgy blade? Or autistic crocodile? Hold up. I think we take the crocodile that hit us. Like, I saw this guy and I said that will be my starter. In front of the duck and the cat. I am a cat like fanatic and I chose it over the cat. It's incredible. Favorite water type is Tatsugiri. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you, but I just love the sushi fish. Favorite grass type easily goes to Toadscool. Anyone who's seen Toadscool could say yes. That makes sense. Electric type, Brian Hands, or is it Mr. Nick? No, it's Brian Hands. It's definitely Brian Hands. Bellybolt could also be here, but I just love Brian. Favorite ice type, pretty convincingly goes to Excalibur. It's not my, like, I don't like it a lot, really. Like, I think of the Pokemon on this list so far, I think it's one of, like, if it's my grimmest pick, then I'm just not gonna put anything there. I do like it, but I think putting it there is a little disingenuous to my overall stance. Favorite fighting type goes to Annihilate. I mean, I glazed Primate before, so it makes sense. It makes sense that I would put it there. Or that would, like, be attracted to it. Favorite poison type. Between Glamora and I love Wooper so much. I'm a Wooper fan. Clodsire is cute too. I think I love Clodsire more than any of these Pokemon on this list. And I do love it more than Toedscool. I will let Clodsire appear twice. He's just so awesome. Favorite flying type. None of these I'm necessarily like a fan of, so I'll leave that empty. I think the flying types are very weak this generation. Favorite psychic type. I do like Armarouge a lot. However, the giraffe is so funny. But the Lemon Man. I'll go with the Lemon Man. The Rogue class, incredible. It's a fun play on words. It evolves from a Charcadet. I had it on my team and then got rid of it because I don't want 2 fire types. It makes me feel sick anytime I have type double up. Especially if the Pokemon are obviously a type, I just cannot double up on those types. Chainsaw Man as a bug. I mean, someone at Game Freak was just watching Chainsaw Man. It was like, what if we make that a Pokemon? And they were like, that's incredible, thank you. I can put Glamora back. Incredible. I love it. It's just a cool design. It's lovely. It's a flower. Like, it's a flower without being a grass type, which is like a first. Incredible. Thank you, Game Freak. Favorite ghost type. Sarilege can finally make its. No, Goldingo. Oh my god. Okay, so upon seeing Goldingo surf on the surfboard and like kind of just be a little guy around, I have fallen in love with this Pokemon that I hated because of overused. I hated this Pokemon, and then I saw it like interact in the overworld. I love him. I love him so much. Tony Hawk as a Pokemon. Thank you. Favorite dragon type in the gen with pretty stacked dragon types, I will say. I think it's between Raging Neck and Miraidon. Raging Neck is very goofy, but Miraidon is just, it's a clean design. But I think it feels a little over the top. I don't know. Do you guys hear the theory where like Miraidon is like based on like Roku's Basilisk? If you don't like info hazards, don't look it up. You're basically dooming yourself to damnation if you look it up. Just don't. Just don't. In fact, by hearing this, you're probably screwed anyway, so I'm sorry. I apologize. So I'm gonna put Roku's Basilisk at number 1. Favorite dark type, I mentioned it, but come the fuck on. Kowtow Cleave as a move? Its signature move, Supreme Overlord, gains power from the Fallen? Yeah, someone was having a field day in the office. Favorite steel type, Golden Joe. I just love this guy, he's so silly. Favorite fairy type, I think this is the only other generation than Gen 7 where my favorite fairy type is a little bit difficult. However, I mean, Bonk Hammer. Its little face is cute. I like the fact that it beats up Corviknight even though it literally loses 6-0. I think Iron Valiant is also very, very clean. It's one of the very few future Pokemon that I actually really like. That I don't just think is like a strict downgrade from what it's supposed to be. Like I like Metal Hydreigon, but that's not because I like the Pokemon. That's just because I like Hydreigon. Same vein, let me find. I like Iron Moth, but that's just because I like a Volcarona. You get that? I think Brian Crown is the only other Pokemon that I like purely off of its design. I do not like Cobalion a lot, and this design like appeals to me. So I think Valiant is in the running. Fluttermane is also very, very cool, but I don't like it because it's competitive. Awesome reasoning, by the way. Fuecoco is here because I instantly fell in love with Fuecoco upon seeing it. My favorite Paldean form. Is it Toadschool or is it Wooper? It's just so sly. I do love me a Toadschool. Favorite legendary Pokemon? Ogerpon. And if you don't know why, you're evil. Really, you're just evil. That's all I can say. And then my favorite Generation 9 Pokemon. There's a lot of good ones. It's between King Gambit and Goldango for me. However, I did choose Goldango over King Gambit before, so I think in my heart of hearts I love Goldango a lot more. Okay, now we're in the final stretch, the home stretch. I don't really want to do this. Favorite Spinda? I'll make a team. No, I won't make a team. Alright, favorite normal type. It's Meowth. I think of the Pokemon on this board, Meowth, like, easily takes, like, top 10. Literally just because of the anime. He carried. The fact that he's gone makes me not want to watch the new series. It's probably good, but I just don't want to watch it. Favorite fire type. There's no Pokemon that fills me with more excitement than Charizard. I'm sorry. That is, like, the most child thing to say, but I just love Charizard so much. Favorite water type? I think it's Weasel. No, I get really, really excited whenever I see Weasel. I pop off. Favorite grass type? Carl, Babu, or Whimsicott? I think Whimsicott is the most friend-shaped. I think Grookey is also very, very solid. Ooh, there's a lot of good grass types. Wow. I never processed how much I like the grass type. How much I just like friend-shaped Pokemon in general. I'm gonna put Whimsicott. I have a lot more love for Whimsicott than like the other grass types. Like if I could never see Whimsicott again, I would be sad. I would be very sad. More sad than if I could never see Babu again, because Babu hasn't even been like. I don't think Babu was in Gen 8. Favorite electric type, pretty easily Rotom. However, Rotom or Ampharos? I'm gonna put yeah, Ampharos. Ampharos is just cute. I mean, like, I will look at Ampharos fan art and be happy. Instantly. Instant mood increaser. Favorite ice type, Spheal, Happy Ball of Joy. And the fighting type is where it gets really difficult for me, because I like Annihilate, I love Heracross, and I love Toxicroak a lot. In general, though, I think I like Heracross more than all the Pokemon present. Favorite poison type is Alolan Muck for me. Like I say, I just gravitate really strongly towards the Pokemon for literally no reason at all. I don't know why. Favorite ground type, Squishy, my beloved, my child. He's so cute. He's just there. And I'm not gonna put Flygon for my favorite type, because obviously Flygon is my favorite. Flygon is gonna make number 1. I'm just gonna put it there already. Yeah. Favorite flying type of all time, I think it's like between Yanmega and Rayquaza. Noivern's also very good. Wow. I'll put... Yeah. I think Yanmega is a very, very solid Pokemon. Favorite psychic type? It's Wobbuffet, because of the anime. However, if the anime was not a factor, it'd be Exeggutor, because it's goofy as hell. I love it. Favorite bug type? There's a lot of good bugs. like Araquanid, Low Kicks, Butterfree. I think Butterfree made me cry a lot more. Favorite rock type? It's you. It's you. There's no. It's so funny. Like, we just randomly came across it and popped off because of it. Favorite ghost type is Mimikyu. Like, I was talking about how Mimikyu was so close to being one of the most perfect written Pokemon, and they just fumbled at the finish line. But it's still great. Favorite dragon type? I think of all time. It has to be Garchomp, right? Like, it's the only Pokemon I get really excited whenever I see. Like, I will glaze Garchomp till the day I die. He's awesome. Awesome Landshark. Favorite dark type? King Gambit. It's just so menacing. There's so much power to its like presence. It's, oh my god, incredible. Favorite steel type? I think it has to be Metagross, right? Oh, it's between Metagross and Scizor. Fuck. No. Metagross or Scizor? Dear God. I think I love Scizor. I mean, like, it's in contention for my #1 favorite Pokemon. It was my favorite for a very long time. Favorite fairy type? The friend-shaped Whimsicott. However, for the sake of diversity, I'm going to put my second favorite, which is Tinkaton. Favorite starter of all time will always be Mudkip. Mudkip will always hold the most special place in my heart. My first starter, or no, not my first starter, but I have the most memories with Mudkip because I remember him more, I guess. I probably use Blaziken more, but I just remember Mudkip so much better. Favorite form? Am I boring? Is it just Mega? No, it's Mega Pinsir. He's so happy. He's so joyous. My favorite legendary of all time has, like, how is it not Mewtwo? For anyone who says anything other than Mewtwo, how is it not? Anyway, I guess I'll do this. Favorite regional bird? Pidgey's pretty iconic. Favorite regional mammal? Fuck, I hate all of these. I don't hate all of these. I guess I like Zigzagoon more. Favorite bug? I guess based on the bug, like you're cute. Favorite pseudo legendary? Garchomp. Favorite Pikachu clone? I guess not the ones with the hat on. But of the clones, it's Mimikyu. Favorite evolution? Vaporeon, easily. Favorite fossil? The Dracovish. Favorite regional form? Very interesting. Who is my favorite regional form? The Big Neck. Incredible. Favorite Gigantamax? And I technically answered this already. What did I say? The hand. I'm gonna put my favorite just purely based off of, like, vibes, I guess, which is Urshifu, because of course the cool Pokemon. Oh my god, I love Pichu so much. Wait, if Ampharos wasn't here, Pichu would be in the runnings. Pichu would be here instead of Ampharos. I love Pichu. Favorite box legendary? Literally can't not be Rayquaza. Rayquaza, the Gen 3s are just, like, so iconic to me. I don't know why Arceus is here. Arceus is not on... I guess it's on Legend of Arceus. Favorite mythical Pokemon? It's Victini, Meloetta, and Genesect. I'm gonna put Meloetta because sing me a song. Please. Please, Meloetta. Favorite Ultra Beast, the only one that I like, actually. I think design-wise, Naganadel is pretty cool, but, like, you know. Favorite Paradox? Mr. Brian Hands. Favorite type? didn't even know that I had to think about this. I think pure raw like existence, it's the dragon type. For consistency, I think the ground type is always like all around consistent and lovely. Very, very pleasing. The psychic type also has a lot of bangers. I never thought about this. I'm gonna put the psychic type, but that's just because it's very consistent. Favorite Pokeball. I never thought about my favorite Pokeball ever. I think it's this. But it just no. It's the fucking Master Ball. I mean, what other Pokeball do you save for the final boss? When you see a Master Ball come out, you know something crazy is about to come out, right? Like in the anime, besides the Whiscash, I don't think we've seen a Master Ball ever. That's crazy. Whenever like the Team Rainbow Rocket thing happened, whenever you saw the Master Ball, you knew the battle was about to get like really difficult. Favorite Vivillon? I don't have a favorite Vivillon. Favorite new evolution? Scizor. However, I don't consider Scizor a new evolution, so I'm going to use this as an opportunity to rank my favorite Legends Arceus Pokemon. Arceus? Yes, Arceus. It's not Arceus, because otherwise it'd be the Arcephone. That's gross. I said my favorite one of these. However, Hydrapple right there. The three-headed dragon, beautiful. Anyways, that's my favorite Pokemon of every type, of every generational type, of every generation. Favorite legendary Pokemon? Every question is answered in this video. And if you want to ignore all the context, you can just screenshot this and say, why the fuck is Spupa here? If you want. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad that you got to listen to my opinions. If you want to do this tier list, I will link it in the description. Have fun. Put aside an hour and a half. Goodbye. Have a nice night.